Good morning. It's Tuesday and I'm in Bedford, and I just drove here listening to a podcast, and I wanted to just talk a little bit about my own experience with perimenopause, particularly with my relationships, and because I think it's helpful for others. So I saw my therapist last night, which I often do. Plug here, if you don't see a therapist, you should. And, we were talking about how, things were going well and maybe I could graduate for a while from going to therapy, which is great. But she wanted to kind of do a little bit of a timeline, of where I was and where I am. And I was talking to her about the fact that when we talk about perimenopause, I've talked about the fact that my mental health was what was affected the most. I was, incredibly anxious. I couldn't sleep. I had intrusive thoughts. And my relationships suffered and probably very nearly were gone. But what I was experiencing was this rage, this unbridled anger at everything. Unfounded. I mean, maybe founded in somebody didn't put something in the dishwasher, but not anywhere near the intensity of this anger and rage that I had was just, I couldn't keep it in the bottle. I couldn't keep it in the box. And that was one of my biggest symptoms, this rage, and it nearly cost me my relationships, and it affected my children, and it affected everything, all my interpersonal relationships. And I think a lot of women can identify with that. This awful, awful rage and anger that comes for some women with perimenopause.